What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Clearance Camo Podcast. I'm your host, the Clearance Camo Hunter. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. I have a special guest, very special. That would be my wife, Stormy. She's going to be talking to us today. We're going to kind of start off with things that we pack while we're hunting, differences between the way she hunts and the way I hunt, and we're going to kind of go from there. Excuse me, but first, I got to give you a word from my sponsors. So today's first sponsor is actually going to be Tops Knives. You can look them up at topsknives.com. Take a look at those guys. If you're a hunter or a fisher, or you just want to get some tactical knives, or even if you just want some really nice knives for the kitchen, I strongly recommend you check them out. Like I said, topsknives.com. You can also check them out on Instagram at topsknives. They also have a podcast, the Tops Daily Grind. Go ahead and check that out. They got some pretty cool podcasts there. It is explicit, so keep that in mind, but they have a pretty decent podcast. I got to tour their facility today. Unfortunately, my wife did not get to join me. We had a babysitter lined up for the kids, and he got pink eye in both of his eyes. So my wife did not get to come with me, and unfortunately, she missed out on a pretty decent opportunity. For those of you who don't know, Tops Knives is made in the United States. And I actually got to see the process, just shy of them cutting the blanks for the knives, but everything from that point on, I got to see how they do it, where they do it, and I got to meet the people that did it, and it was just a short drive for me. It's just, I don't know, how far would you say that is, honey, from here to Yukon? Like 25 minutes?
Maybe a half hour.
Maybe a half. I mean, today with the snow is probably a half hour.
All right, yeah, with the snow.
With the snow, yeah. So today, we're just before Easter, and it snowed, and it didn't.
Stupid. It
didn't snow a little bit. It actually snowed quite a bit. So, yeah, welcome to Idaho weather. But our second sponsor today is going to be Amen2 Magazines. You can check those guys out at amen2mags.com. They also have an Instagram. You can check out some of their products there. They make great products. If you know a guy that has everything, I'd be willing to bet you could find something on Amen2 he doesn't have. They have some pretty cool stuff on there. Their magazines are also made in the United States, and phenomenal products. Strongly recommend you check those out. They have the translucent magazines, so you can see how many rounds there's left in your mag while you're shooting. Sorry, my son is in the background, and you probably can't hear him, but I can hear him screaming at me. But they make the translucent magazines, so if you have a hard time counting to 30 while you're pulling the trigger, that helps a lot. I know I have a problem with counting to 30, even without shooting. My wife's giving me this look here because I told her earlier that we were running low on mac and cheese, and so we bought the 18 boxes of it. You can buy from the big box stores, and we had one of those that was unopened, and we had another one that was almost empty. So now we've got 40 boxes of mac and cheese.
Yeah, I think we're good for a little bit there. The kids are taken care of for a few weeks.
Yeah. If you guys are out and about there and you're shooting, or you're looking for some magazine storage solutions, check out XMod Gear. They have, it's like a dispenser for your magazines. The XMod Gear box that they have requires less motor skills than a standard mag pouch. They fit right onto your plate carrier, or they have an adapter so you can sit it on your safe or on your vehicle. So whatever's magnetic, you could even stick it to your beer fridge if you want. Whatever you're into, it's there. So go ahead and check those guys out. You can check them out at xmodgear.com. You can use the coupon code ClearCam30, so CLEARCAM30. You can get 30% off of your order. And I was on their website yesterday, and it looked like they were doing a free shipping for limited time. So, check that out. Their products are pretty nifty, and so their box actually fits 6 magazines in it, 6 polymer magazines, or 7 steel magazines. So if you're like me and you don't like to spend your time at the range reloading your magazines, and you kind of want to keep them all in one place, but you don't want them rattling around in an ammo can, or you don't want them in your pockets, that's a good storage solution for you. And then in my experience, it would be quicker to actually pull one out of this box than it is to pull it out of the mag pouches that I have. Mine have the little snap on them, and in case you haven't been able to guess by my previous podcasts, I don't have great dexterity. So, unsnapping those quick, fast, and in a hurry is not my deal. So, something like the X-Mod pack, definitely a game changer for someone like me. And they're super durable, which is another plus for me because I am super accident prone.
You need to have your own, like, bubble wrap suit, okay, mister? Do you know how to get blood out of cotton?
They don't know that story. We'll get into that.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a good story for us to talk about. But
we'll share that one.
But first, let's go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that we pack while we're hunting. So we grew up doing a lot of the same things. You know, we both grew up hunting, fishing, camping, things like that. Very outdoorsy families.
I think I'm more of a redneck family, but yeah, outdoorsy.
You know, definitely outdoorsy. I could give you more redneck than how I was raised. That's for sure.
Honey, I got one of my prom dresses from licking a deer heart.
Yeah.
Like, you can top that?
No.
All right, then.
I did get money from eating a brownie covered in fry sauce.
That's not redneck. That's just, I don't know, being a boy or teenage. I don't know. That's just gross.
But the thing was, I don't really care going out in front of people and embarrassing myself. It takes a lot to actually embarrass me.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't have a problem doing the podcast. You know, I can be embarrassed, but the reason I don't show my face is because I don't want other people to be embarrassed because they're with me.
I'm not embarrassed because I'm with you. You don't embarrass me off very much.
Very much. No, just, 2-3 times a day.
I wouldn't say a day. I wouldn't necessarily say like you embarrass me either. There's just a couple of moments that I'm like, yeah, that's mine. I claim it.
So anyway, we grew up doing these same things, but our hunting styles growing up were different.
Very different.
So when I was growing up, we would, set up camp, and we would head up, take the 4-wheelers up to the top of the hill and hike from there. And ounces turn to pounds when you're hiking like that. It's always, you want to pack light, but you want to pack comfy, and then also layers. Everybody knows you need layers, especially when you're hiking. And in Idaho weather, where it's snowing in the morning, and by 3 o'clock it's 70 degrees, and then it's going to snow on the way back down the hill. So,
and as you're hiking, you get warmer too. So you want to have those layers that you can like take on and off. Cause you're going to get cold sitting there watching your spot, and you're going to get hot hiking back through it.
Yeah, and when you're wet because you didn't take off your layers and you sweat through, you're going to get cold because now you're wet.
Yep.
Right, and I've never had the body type that can do those like moisture wicking shirts.
They are nice.
I've never had the body. Every time I've tried to wear one, because I breathe through my stomach, I don't breathe with my chest. So my stomach rises, my chest doesn't expand.
Well, you're supposed to breathe with your stomach, honey.
Well, some people breathe with their chest expanding versus their stomach going in and out.
Right.
Right, but because I do that, the shirt's always right up, and then I end up with like a crop top looking thing. And, wearing my backpack, I have this big sweat spot along the back. And I don't sweat a ton.
No, you are not a sweaty man. At least you don't stink either when you do sweat.
But when I'm hiking a pack around, I start to sweat pretty good.
Yeah, you get a little musty.
Musty's a good word. Musty. But that's how I grew up hunting. Is you hike to the top of the hill, you find a spot, and you're going to start scouting. And then if you see something a little ways away, you're going to start going towards it. If if you're not seeing anything, but you're in a good spot where something can walk through, you stay there. And just kind of keep your eyes open. But that's how I grew up hunting. It's a little bit different for you, isn't it?
Just kind of like a lot of different. I mean, I did like a little bit of hiking, but ours was very like short hikes. So even when we went out on like our little hikes, you took just a little bit with us, and it was going to be this little like, oh, here's this little hill. Like, there's not even like a mountain, and you're going to follow this trail. You're going to go up and over it. You don't see anything. Hop back in the truck. Like, there was no stop and sit and wait in. Like,
there was no spot and stock.
No, there wasn't.
It was just keep moving.
I can think of 2 times in the years that I have gone hunting where I actually stopped and sat and actually like waited for animals to come in. Other than that, it was you were in the truck. But at the same time, most of my hunting was done with my grandparents, so they were kind of old. I mean, like Papa would get out and he would take me on like a few of the trails, and we would walk a little bit, but we never really walked far.
Well, and especially within recent years, because he's had a lot more medical issues coming on.
Yeah.
You know, he's definitely struggled to get out of the truck and keep moving. And with the buck that he got last year, I felt bad.
Yeah.
Because when he shot it, it didn't go down.
No.
And so it took a search party to find it. Which, I mean, we did volunteer.
Yeah.
To go help find it, but it sounded like they had a hold of it, and they did find it.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't go to waste.
No.
And it was a dang nice buck. I haven't posted the picture to Instagram. I wanted to get Papa's permission before I posted that. I was still going to blur out his face, but...
Oh, I'm sure he's not going to care. I posted that all over Facebook, all over some hunting pages. Like, I
know.
plastered that all over Facebook and was just like, look, Papa. And he was just like, all right, thanks, kid.
For those of you who don't know, this is the same Papa that's Hey Papa.
Yes, this is Hey Papa.
This is Hey Papa.
It is the one and only Papa.
So, you know, he struggled with some health issues, especially respiratory issues. And so the truck is kind of where he rides. But he does surprisingly well.
He does. Well, I mean, it also helps the fact that he is probably one of the most stubborn men that I know. And he's like, I mean, he's supposed to have oxygen with him. He's supposed to have all these different monitoring things to like watch his heart rate, watch his O2, and he doesn't carry any of it. Every now and then he might have his like small little O2 backpack in the very back of the Jeep, probably buried under...
Definitely buried.
Like, yeah.
I've been in the Jeep, right? The Jeep... Okay, so he's modified this Jeep to be the ultimate hunting rig.
Yes.
Right? There is literally a cubby built above the driver and passenger seat for a rifle.
Yep.
So instead of putting a gun rack in, it's a gun shelf.
Yep.
And that's where the
you
guns are.
You can fit 2 rifles there, actually.
You can. And they're not short. I mean, it goes the full length of the Jeep. He can fit his traditional muzzleloaders in there.
Uh-huh.
And it's big enough to do that with ease.
Yeah.
And then the back of the truck has everything else. You know, it's got...
Well, and there's rifle racks in the back along both sides of the windows, so you can actually put more rifles on both the passenger and driver side.
You just can't get to them.
They are harder to get to, yeah.
Well, especially, like, you see something on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have time to be digging in the back of a Jeep.
That's why you use the shelf. You use yourself for your primary.
But he has that thing set up to where it works well for him. It also helps, too, that he has... he's retired.
Yeah.
And so he can spend the entire hunting season out there, which really improves his odds versus, you know, us people that are still working.
Well, between that and he has... You know, they have now the cabin that they've had for the last few years that is right there in the middle of our hunting area that we have used for years.
Decades.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they just go up and stay at the cabin. They don't even need to come back home.
Yeah, they just stay right there, and then they can get up and brew their coffee, which I don't know if you can call that coffee.
Hey,
it's brown water.
It's the coffee I grew up on, okay? It is coffee to me.
That is not coffee. So, they brew their coffee with a percolator.
Yes.
And once it starts to percolate is when it's done to them.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, no, that's not when coffee is done. It's done when it tastes like coffee. So, when I get their coffee, I actually take the bags of coffee you get at a hotel, and I put that in my thermos, and then I fill it up with their coffee. So, I actually get coffee. But...
Or your instant coffee mix.
Yeah, or I'll take instant coffee mix and mix it in there. You gotta do something, because that's just brown water.
That's why you just drink hot cocoa instead of coffee. It's fine. Their hot cocoa, at least they do it's rationed out appropriately.
Yeah, no, that coffee is not.
It's a little mild. It's it's
a little mild. It is the LaCroix of coffee.
You know what? It makes them happy, and let's face it, it's not like their hearts really need that much caffeine.
No, but this strapping young lad needs coffee every now and then. All right, especially during archery season when the sun comes up earlier and sets later than during regular hunting season. I need coffee. All right.
Do you?
Well, it's a lot to pack an energy drink up the hill. Well, I guess I shouldn't say up the hill. It's a lot to pack it in the car.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But anyway, we're kind of getting off subject here. But you hunted mostly from the road.
Yep.
Right. And when I was growing up, that was kind of a tisk kind of a thing. But I guess when I was growing up, it was just kind of taught like that's the easy way. Less successful, but more comfortable.
Yeah. I mean, like, we didn't always just, like, stay in the vehicles, though. I mean, like, we were still, like, off the road. But it'd be like, oh, hey, like, here's a little, like, nook in the trees. It looks like they're, like, passing here across the road. So go hide in these trees here. We're going to go up a ways and watch you with the binoculars. And so you would stay down in this area where they're likely to pass. And the truck is up a ways. And so, I mean, we still sat there for a little bit and waited for animals. And I mean, that's how, especially like with our antelope hunts, I got to pet a baby elk that way.
Okay.
So,
but I mean, antelope's a little different for the most part because they're flatland animals.
Yes.
They like to hang out in the flat. Don't get me wrong. I've seen them up in the mountains plenty of times.
Yeah.
Especially where I grew up hunting. When we started putting trail cameras up there and we started seeing the amount of antelope that are in there,
yeah,
we were thoroughly surprised because on the drive up there, when we're heading up to begin with, they're all over in the desert.
Yeah, in the desert, but once you start hitting the mountain area, it's like nothing.
Yeah, but then we put trail cams up there and we're getting these herds of antelope in. Where the hell did they come from?
They found the back door.
They were raptured and sent back in the wrong spot. I don't understand because I don't like hiking that particular area because it's steep.
It is.
I've taken you up there.
Yeah,
it's
I helped you guys set up trail cameras our first year together.
Yeah, our first year together, you helped me set up. That was actually the year they had the fire and they had to stay up there all year.
Yep.
But you helped us up there.
Yes.
And so you got to see kind of where we were at, and it's definitely not like once you got in there, it's definitely not antelope area.
Oh no, it's elk and deer, but not antelope.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a treacherous area.
Yeah.
But the antelope were everywhere on the trail cameras.
Yeah.
But it's not proportionate either. We saw a lot more antelope than we ever did deer, elk, bear, mountain lion, wolf. Saw more antelope than anything.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But so while you're in the car, though, you get the opportunity to pack things that I didn't get to pack when I was going out.
Right.
Right. So I know that when we go out, they get to pack that brown water y'all call coffee.
Yes.
But it wasn't like a thermos.
No.
It was like an actual kettle, like a sealed kettle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had thermoses as well. So there's usually like the kettle kind of looking thingy. And then usually there's there's actually 3 thermoses, but 2 of them has the coffee. And then one of them usually is just full of hot water. And that's for if you want apple cider or hot cocoa.
So you're packing apple cider and hot cocoa packets with you?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got 3 thermoses and a kettle, as well as hot cocoa and apple cider.
Yes, but conveniently enough, we never remember to pack a spoon though to stir our stuff. So like the several times I've gotten out and I'll just get like a piece of sagebrush. It's not very good to mix hot cocoa with sagebrush. It gives it a very weird taste, but sagebrush stirred apple cider is very nice. It's kind of tasty. It gives it a little tang.
Just watch for ticks.
Yeah, kind of shake it a little bit, inspect it. Just a little stick.
That's not a marshmallow. That's a tick.
Yeah. Extra protein.
It was just an ammo can falling.
Oh, haunted.
But anyway, so you guys get to pack like a buffet of beverages.
Yeah, and because we also have our waters, and Nana usually packs some sodas, and then I think that's it.
No, you guys have packed Gatorades before.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, and we have Gatorades.
And like I can understand when you pack all this stuff if you have kids with you.
This is always this is how we've packed for as long as I can remember.
And
this is just the drinks.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't, like, you haven't even touched the bags of goodies and the cooler.
Well, and that's just it. Like, the bags of goodies are not like a Ziploc bag with a little bit of candy and there's some jerky, right? No. So Nana likes to pack like a goodie bag, like a 1 gallon goodie bag per person.
At least.
Well, that's just what she's divvied out. And it's got, it's got oranges and candy and licorice.
There's always licorice.
Always. But, I mean, at least for me, she always packs the green licorice, and I love green licorice.
Yes.
So, and for you, she likes to pack the Hershey's licorice.
Yep. Or the black licorice. And I like black licorice, too. But I just love green licorice. But I think she gives you green licorice because she knows that if she gives you black, I'm going to steal it.
Well, she also likes green licorice.
Yes.
So that gives her another excuse to buy green.
Probably.
So, but I mean, you guys pack like an actual buffet of food. Like, it's the kind of snack bar I would imagine that I would get if I were to go somewhere for where I work. If I was going to go somewhere to help set up. That's the kind of snack bar I would expect to get. You know, you've got, well, it's like summer camp when you line up to get your mid-morning snack. Like, that's what you're getting.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, we have granola bars, we have Twinkies, we have the licorice.
Oh, Twinkies are an absolute must.
You cannot go hunting without Twinkies.
No.
No. That is, no. If you can't find Twinkies, just cancel your hunt. You're not going. It's going to be awful. It's just not worth it.
And then when Twinkies was going out of business, I'm sure that just destroyed hunting season.
Actually, so when Nana and Papa got word that Twinkies was going to go out of business, Nana contacted the hostess shop that we used to have here in town, and she bought cases of Twinkies and kept them downstairs in those like little storage rooms that they have down there.
Oh my gosh.
One of those storage rooms was just full of Twinkies.
The Twinkie room?
Yeah. The little closet, and it was nothing but Twinkies. They don't expire. It's fine.
Twinkies do expire, though.
Well, but they don't. Papa eats them fast enough, they don't. So
That's very true. But I mean, like, Twinkies are such a staple to your hunting that you guys actually have a point named Twinkie Point.
Yep.
I mean, that's literally a spot that you guys use.
Yeah, and you go up there and you park your car right on the top, and like if it's like 2 adults, then you have a cup of coffee or a cup of brown water, as you call it, a cup of coffee and a Twinkie. And if it's an adult and a child, then you have a cup of coffee, hot cocoa, and some Twinkies. But that's what Papa did with his dad, and that's what Papa has done with us.
But that's where he got his first elk.
Yes.
He got his first elk looking at Twinkie Point, eating a Twinkie, and having a cup of coffee with his dad.
Yep.
And so that's why it's been Twinkie Point.
Yep.
But I mean, everywhere up there we have names for them.
Yeah, it's not actually what they are.
No, but we do that on purpose. So so when we talk about it like on the podcast.
Yeah, and everyone's like, what the hell's a Twinkie Point? These weird people.
You know,
like, we just love Hostess, okay?
But I mean, like, there's Clint's Corner.
Yeah.
Right. And there's...
No, our wedding spot.
I want to call it the Chapel.
There we go. I like it.
The Chapel.
It is officially the Chapel.
So I think that's a great spot, is the Chapel. There's a few other spots up there that just kind of have random names for them.
Right.
And I'm sure as time goes on, we're going to kind of change the names up a little bit.
Oh, probably.
You know, like where we were when the deer licked my bow. We'll probably end up changing that to like Deer Lick or something.
Going up Deer Lick.
Going up Deer Lick. But that sounds like an actual point up there.
It really does. It actually kind of fits.
Yeah, that sound, because there's like Lick Creek is a super common name for creeks out here.
Yeah.
And then deer in front of anything is a super common name.
Right.
So Deer Lick actually sounds like something somebody would put up there.
This is true.
Like somebody would be looking up there for Deer Lick on a sign.
Right.
And be like, where's Deer Lick?
Who the hell are these people talking?
I am looking at this map and I cannot find Deer Lick anywhere on here.
It's next to Twinkie Point.
It's not too far off.
No.
But, we...
But yeah, we always have the Twinkies. We always... And then the fruit pies. You also can't forget the fruit pies.
Yeah, you gotta have the fruit pie. Yeah. See, when I'm hunting, I don't get any of this. Don't get me wrong, I still pack some extra stuff that I could probably live without. But, like I said, ounces turn to pounds.
Yeah, which, I mean, like we discussed, growing up, I really didn't do a lot of the hiking. Now, the last time that we went out with my dad, and, I mean, to me, that was a lot of hiking that we did and a lot of walking. That's not how we hunt.
Oh, the day we came home and I got sick?
That we all got sick? Yeah.
Okay, so when we came home, we all got stomach flu.
Yes. It's super fun. But the hiking that we did that day was like some of the most hiking that we've done, or that I've ever done.
We went up for an evening hunt.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's not hiking.
It felt like it.
Like,
that was some steep stuff.
If the trees weren't there, we could see the truck.
Well, it was steep, okay? It was a lot. And I packed snacks and I packed muffins, damn it!
Yeah, that's just it. Like, I'm over there, like, I got my pack and it's got, knives in there. I think that's about all I had was knives.
Yeah. I think that's all you had. And, like, I had
knives and ammo.
I had my full-blown backpack. Because, also, like, you had to have, in case anything happened, like, it has been engraved in my head that you have to pack water with you. And then you have to pack a Ziploc baggie that has toilet paper and matches in it.
No, I think, okay, so in my pack, the things that never leave are the toilet paper, the matches. That never leave. Oh, and the compass.
Yeah.
Like my actual survival gear
right
never leaves my pack.
Right.
Unless it has to. So I guess I had that, and I might have packed water.
No, because when we got up there, you asked for my water, and I packed you a water in mine.
Oh, that's right. You packed me a water. But, like...
And then I sat up there, and as we're sitting there supposed to be watching this canyon, I'm over there opening up fruit bars and making all this.
Didn't you bring little bags of chips?
Yeah.
Yeah. Little bags of crunchy chips.
Kate, if a deer was going to come, or if they weren't going to come because I was eating chips, then they weren't going to come either when I was kicking the rocks and watching the rocks fall down.
Exactly.
And and I had to feed the chipmunk. He was cute.
So, that's just it, though, dear. We hunt two very different ways. But this was the same area that we learned that when we're at home, I'd fidget a lot.
Yeah.
Like, people can't see me right now, but I'm flailing my arms like an octopus out of water. But when we're hunting, I sit still.
Right.
Which
then,
surprises the hell out of everybody.
Well, it does, because you, like you just said, you are one of the most, like, fidgety people ever. Like, you stopped talking and stopped moving your hands, so you started shaking your legs.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, I mean, I'm on a stool, and my tailbone's getting kind of uncomfy.
But, and yet, like, when I'm home or anywhere, like, I can sit still. I don't really fidget. I might fidget, like, maybe my fingers or something really smart, but I don't fidget a lot. But when I'm out hunting, I become a toddler.
But, I fidget so much that, like, yesterday. Was it yesterday? The day before, I was filing my nails. And you looked at me. I didn't even realize you were filing your nails.
Yeah.
I fidget so much, you don't know that I'm filing my nails.
Yeah. I was like, oh, what did you think I was doing? I don't know. Moving? Fidgeting? I don't know.
That's just who I am, apparently. But when we're hunting, I'm stiff as a rock.
And I'm over there feeding chipmunks, kicking rocks down the hill, drawing in the dirt with a stick. Like,
yeah.
I'm doing everything but actually looking for animals.
Well,
and see, I'm even worse if I'm in a blind.
I'm sure, because there's no reason.
We've been in the antelope when we were in that antelope blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were awfully fidgety in the blind. Like, I think you needed some music to dance to, because you were moving. And hey, I shot a chipmunk that day.
You did. You lost your arrow to that chipmunk, though.
I lost the broadhead to the chipmunk.
Oh, that's right.
Because the broadhead was stuck in a board.
Yep.
But that's all we got that day. But
yeah, and I almost crashed my Honda.
Yeah. So FYI, Hondas will go Baja and for antelope. In case you're wondering.
A Honda Accord. I mean, we don't recommend it. It definitely does some damage to it. But if you catch the, like, rivets in the dirt road just right, you catch some good air. And the suspension on those things are pretty good.
But I don't condone chasing down antelope in your vehicle.
No.
So
I wasn't chasing. I was just trying to cut them off.
It's still kind of unsportsmanlike, so don't do that. But
They were running away from you.
yeah, well, that's another thing too. Is like that's when you first got to look at like archery, where you know belly crawling will get you so far archery hunting. It's hard to shoot a bow on your belly,
Yeah.
and so like
I guess that's one of the nice things I think with muzzle loaders. I can still shoot it on my belly.
yeah, you know, muzzleloaders or rifles, you get a lot more positions you can use versus in a bow. You know, if you got a bow, you can shoot them sitting or squatting, but it's really hard to do laying down.
Right.
Yeah, standing for sure.
Well, yeah. I don't really think there's anything that you can't shoot standing.
I guess that's true. So, but you know, with that day, we didn't pack a whole lot of snacks because you got to hunt with what I packed.
Yeah.
And even then, I didn't pack everything that I pack. So if I'm going on the hill, I've got my backpack with me, and so you know I've got my emergency stuff. You know, my toilet paper, matches, compass, things like that. Cotton balls wrapped in, or soaked in Vaseline in case you got to start a fire. Which, by the way, great fire starter with old Vaseline. This new stuff they got out is not flammable. I tried it.
I know, you tried to show, because you were telling me about that, and I was like, what the heck do you mean Vaseline? And then you tried to show me, and it did, nothing.
It didn't do anything.
And I was like, this is what you want me to try to use? I'm going to die.
And I was like, what the heck? Because, petroleum jelly is super flammable.
Not now, I guess.
I guess not now, but, because we learned that trick at the fair, actually. This dude was like, let's see who can start a fire faster. It was between me and my dad picked the cotton balls wrapped in Vaseline, and I picked wax matches. This was after your gear got wet, what would work.
Oh.
And so my dad used the cotton balls and Vaseline with flint and steel.
Oh, there you go.
And it lit right up. And I think I broke every match I had before I could light the wax-covered ones. And so from that day on, that's like all we've carried. And now you can't get Vaseline to light on fire, apparently.
At least not the one that we had. Who knows? Maybe we just had a bad batch.
We've bought several cans since then. I've tried it with every one.
Oh.
I cannot get it to light on fire.
Maybe you just need a flint and a stone.
I would imagine a lighter would light it on fire easier than flint and steel.
Well, I don't know. That's the way it worked for your dad, then maybe you just need to stick with it.
I don't know. But in my pack, besides my emergency stuff, I've got my knives in there, which after touring the Tops facility, I'm like a firm believer in those knives now, and seeing how sharp they get, how long they last, like those are the knives that I will be getting. I'm not going to waste my time with these other ones anymore.
What is this you will be getting, sir?
Well, I'm sure you'll be getting a Tops knife too. Because I've got one now, you've got to have one because you got jealous of the knife that I got.
But no, you mean I have one now, and you will be getting a new one.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we're gonna have to share this one for a minute, dear.
I don't share well.
I don't either.
This is why I'm gonna win.
Let's face it, though. When it comes to ducks and pheasants, which is what I'm gonna be hunting mostly this year, I'm the one that processes those mostly.
That's only because we haven't quite learned how. Well, I haven't learned how.
Yeah, we'll get you there. But also,
Hand me a deer and I got this. I will take it clear down to hamburger and package it my damn self.
This is true. Your family can process a deer in 30 minutes, and it's set up, already wrapped and labeled.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm over there like.
Is this good meat or bad meat? Does it look good or does it look bad?
Do I need to keep this piece? Well, how big is it? It's the size of a pencil. It'll work for the hamburger. All right.
Hey, we don't waste nothing. Even the scraps, that goes to the dogs. The carcass, that goes to the dogs. The hide, that gets turned into gloves.
Yeah, you guys use every bit of meat, and as painstaking as it is, you guys use the meat between the ribs.
Yep.
And I hate...
Nobody can look at us and say that we waste any part of those animals, though.
No. But, for me, I would rather cut the whole rib out and try and smoke ribs.
Yeah.
But that's because, like, I hate cutting that meat out of there.
Well, I mean, it is a very little piece of meat, but, I mean...
When you guys cut that muscle on the outside of the rib cage, and every year your dad's like, that's going to make great carne asada. I've never had carne asada with your dad. I don't know if he's ever made carne asada since we've dated.
No, he gives it to Grandpa.
Oh, well, he makes carne asada.
Yes,
Yeah.
Grandpa makes it.
Yeah, your grandpa does. And your grandpa knows how to cook too.
Yes.
That boy, man, when it comes to that grill, he knows what's up.
Yes.
But anyway, back to what's in my pack. So we keep getting sidetracked here. So what's in my pack? I got my knives. Probably if I'm hiking a normal amount for me, I've got my water bottle with me. And sometimes I pack hunting rigs. Yeah, sometimes.
You pack the rigs with you?
Sometimes you need fire starter and sometimes you need more toilet paper. Multi-purpose.
I would use my sock before I wipe my ass with a hunting rig.
You know, my uncle used to do that. He used to say when you ran out of toilet paper, goodbye socks. But
they're softer, and I don't have to worry about a damn paper cut on my butthole.
Anyway, the other things that I pack, I will pack snacks. Yep, you giving me a look like you've never seen me pack snacks. I pack snacks.
I've always had to pack your snacks.
Sometimes I get like the baggie of Halloween candy. Because it's right before Halloween. So you pack a Ziploc bag full of Halloween candy.
That's not like a snack. That's just like a little sugar hankering. Like.
And then you pack some jerky. Not the meat sticks, like actual jerky. Yeah, I like jerky when I'm hunting.
You have never packed jerky with us.
Because I don't want to pay for jerky.
Okay, but I like jerky.
Okay, but I don't want to pay for jerky.
Well, yeah.
But if I get better at making jerky, I'll pack that all day.
Deer jerky's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
We just need to start taking like our jerky stuff over to Grandpa and have Grandpa make our jerky.
What I need to do is we got that deer in the freezer. I need to start chopping pieces off and trying to make jerky out of it.
We have a deer in the freezer?
Yeah, the birthday deer.
Oh.
Yeah, the roadkill deer.
He's all processed and everything. What are you gonna rack?
He's not all processed.
Yes, he is.
No, because a lot of it we were going to turn into hamburger. Because they weren't big enough to make steaks out of and stuff. So I was going to slice that up and make some jerky out of it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I think I could do some jerky out of that and practice on that.
There's definite strips in there.
So I mean, but I do like to pack jerky when I'm out, and I like to pack the Halloween candy. If I'm gonna be out, like if I'm camping there, we ride the 4-wheelers up and we set up camp where the 4-wheelers at stop, and you start going from there. Because when we haul the 4-wheelers in, we have the little trailer behind us that packs our camp in, and so we can pack more stuff. And so we'll pack Pop-Tarts, and then we pack ramen noodles.
This sounds like the saddest hunting trip. Like, you're telling me that all I got is ramen noodles and Pop-Tarts?
For lunch. It's better than a sandwich.
No, it's not. We packed the whole fixins for a sandwich. Like
I know you packed the whole fixins for a sandwich. You got like a head of lettuce and like a whole damn turkey you're slicing bits off of.
Yeah, we got the turkey or ham. We also will pack ham, and you'll either have oven roasted ham or oven roasted turkey, or you can have the pepper turkey, and then we have Swiss cheese, or there's also cheddar cheese. And then mustard, and there's some mayo. We also usually pack some onion and some tomato. And then, we have the head of lettuce. And then there's usually some Lay's potato chips or Doritos.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit.
But it's delightful and sounds way damn better than a damn ramen.
I'll tell you what, when you've been hiking your ass off all day, though, you take out your little backpacking stove and your little pot. You stick you dump a little water in there and you boil your ramen noodles in that. And then you eat it right out of that pot with a spork. When you've been hiking your ass off and it's cold, that's great. That hits the spot. You drink the broth, you're feeling good, got a little bit of energy in you, got something warm in you. It's great. You
make me really glad that I hike my ass back to a damn warm car. Because I'm like, that sounds awful. I'm gonna sit back in the car and be like, "Oh my god, that's so cold. Nana, will you make me some apple cider, please?"
But so from where we park the trucks to where we ride the four-wheelers, if you were to park the truck down at the base instead of taking it up that nasty road,
Right.
That's 20 miles of road from where we put camp down to by the highway. That's 20 miles.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm not hiking back to that.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm just saying, I'm glad I do.
I'm not saying we hike 20 miles in. What we prefer to do is drive the truck 16 miles, unload the four-wheelers, get camp off and put them in the trailers, drive those for 4 miles, and that's where we set up camp. So there's...
Oh yeah, you guys have shown me.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not near as bad. But then from there, that's where you start hiking. And you can go quite a ways. But it's really nice to have that ramen noodles. Or midday snack, or mid-morning snack. You know, the oatmeal you had for breakfast that morning, which, yeah, that's what we do. We stick those blue enamel pitchers, like the percolator. You stick the water in there, stick it on the stove, and start the wood-burning stove while you're getting ready in the morning. Get the four-wheeler warmed up if you're going to take it a little ways, or you get your clothes on and whatnot. And then after you're done, the water's hot. Pour it in a bowl with a pack of instant oatmeal, and you eat that for breakfast. And then
I never realized that I was like pampered camper over here. Like, to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm camping. Like, you know, I'm not in a Motel 6 or anything. You know, I'm not glamping, which, you know, people who want to do that, whatever, you do you. But dear God.
Yeah, so we got the instant oatmeal, and then you go up, midday, you take your Pop-Tart, and you can either start a little fire and cook your Pop-Tart on that, or you use your little backpacking stove.
Who cooks a Pop-Tart?
I do.
No, you just open it up and eat it.
A lot of times, honey, it's frozen.
Oh. Okay, well then, yeah, you probably need to thaw that out.
Yeah, the number of times I've been up there, and your water's frozen.
You should get some frozen-themed Pop-Tarts and ask your dad all day long if he just wants a frozen Pop-Tart.
Yeah, dad joke for the rebound.
But it's okay now because now you're a dad, so
yeah,
like,
I guess
you
that's
can turn
true.
around and do it back to him and just be like, hey, hey, hey.
I don't know if I told him the frozen Pop-Tart or the frozen cheese story. That was really hard for me to say. The frozen cheese story.
I'm trying to remember if you engaged it or not. You know, in between making fun of me for majority of your show, but you know.
Well, I had to call you out to see if you'd listen.
I'd listen before you, twit.
But, I mean, what fun is this if you can't make fun of people?
That's why you really don't show your face. Newsflash. I know what you look like.
So?
See if I make you another sandwich.
Another sandwich. Yeah, we might as well just get a little of those misters for the peanut butter.
You know what? I'm only buying you Uncrustables from now on. I'm not making you any sandwiches. Whenever you're like, baby, I want a sandwich, I'm going to yeet one of those suckers at you every time.
Uncrustables are great, though.
That's great. I'm so glad you think that because congratulations, honey. That's your new sandwiches.
You know,
I'm not making you.
One year, I actually did take Uncrustables hunting, and it was still frozen when we got to the top of the hill for
I've
lunch.
taken Uncrustables.
Yeah, but I had to thaw mine out on my little backpacking stove.
Why did you say mine frozen?
No, mine was like frozen.
Yeah, it's like a peanut butter and jelly like
I think
popsicle.
I think it hit a -11 high that day.
Oh hell no, I don't hunt that. My ass would have stayed home. Nope, that is cold.
Yeah, it was so cold that my nipples hurt.
Talking about it makes my nipple hurt. Okay, like no.
Like it was a cold day.
You turned female that day.
It was awfully cold, and that was before we started hiking or putting our camp at the top of the hill. We used to put it down in a campground and then ride our four-wheelers to the top, and then hike from there. And so sunup wasn't until like 8 in the morning, and we were leaving camp at 4.
See, I mean, like I did the like leaving camp at 4 and stuff like that before Nana and Papa got the cabin because they've only had the cabin for
A few years.
Yeah, just a couple years now. Like they really haven't had that for very long. So I mean, before that, like we would go up, and there'd be Nana Papa, my dad and us, and usually Uncle Scott, we would all go out there, we'd pick a spot, set up our trailers, and we'd leave our trailers there for months. And, we would just take turns taking food up and all that. But, you'd have to wake up still at, butt crack of dawn to head up. But that's when Gagey and I raced down using the elk as sleds because there was so much snow. So he just rode the carcasses down after Dad and Uncle Scott got one. But, I mean, we've done the butt crack of dawn thing. Now with Nana Papa's cabin, we haven't really. You're right there. You don't really have to. But
well, yeah, you can drive for 15 minutes and you're in the woods.
Not even 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You pretty much walk out the front door, walk around the back of the cabin. Ta-da!
Well, I mean, if you want to go that way. But if you're going where we're normally going, you got 15 minutes and you're in the woods.
I mean, if you're going near, like, the chapel, sure.
Yeah.
But if you're going to what would have been the chapel, or, your Wolf Meadow, then you're driving, like, 5 minutes, if that.
As long as the roads are good. I mean, yeah, 5 minutes and you're in it thick.
Yeah. That's even Hey Papa area.
That is Hey Papa area, is out there. And it was... I mean, you're not far from the cabin.
No.
So,
you're, like, right on the other side of that hill. Like, boop, there you are.
Yeah. I mean, you got to drive, 2 minutes and you finally get out of all the private property?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes and you're out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's another thing, man. Where I'm hunting at, there is no private property.
Yeah.
I mean, there is once you get down to lower elevations, but up high, there's no private property. I mean, it's all public. But that also means that there's a lot of public in there.
This is true. I mean, like, there's plus sides and downsides to hunting private property. I mean, with our antelope, we've always hunted private property, but we've always had permission because, you always want to make sure you have that permission.
Right.
So, but we've always had permission from all the farmers and all the landowners. And, I mean, our antelope has always been delightful. Like, I still remember the first time that I made you antelope and you had the most disgusted look on your face. But I was about to serve you antelope. And
it's because all the antelope I've ever had has been like the nastiest eating shit. I've seen where the antelope live. That's awful.
Yeah, well, mine are private antelope, and they taste delightful.
Yeah, they're alfalfa-fed antelope. They're delicious.
They are. They're delightful. They're great.
I mean,
I'm not going to shoot no public land antelope. That sounds nasty.
Yeah, like, the first time I ever had antelope was public land antelope. The only thing that was worth a damn on it was the backstraps.
I mean, that's going to be good no matter what animal you're eating, but yeah.
But, I mean, like, just cutting that thing open, it stunk so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was awful.
Yeah.
Well, and so we shot it, and then the guy that shot it had never shot an animal before.
Oh, God.
Well, and I had only gutted one animal at the time. And so I told him to slit the throat so we can get the trachea out. I didn't tell him to go through and cut the trachea. I told him to slit the throat. Just cut it clean out. I didn't realize he was going to shoulder mount it.
Oh, shit. You messed that up.
I did. He could have European mounted it. And I think he tried, and he had it. He had it in a shop, and his shop burnt down.
Oh, that's some really shit luck right there.
Yeah, but we drugged that antelope out of there, and it had a big bald spot like right on the back straps. And my dad, when he saw that we were dragging it, he goes, I think his exact words were, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Get the antelope out of here." Are we doing it wrong? We got it down the hill. My dad picked that thing up, and he looked like Jesus with a goat, like with the sheep over him. He just put that over his shoulder. Let's go. I was, all right. All right. We got it down the hill. But that was, you want to talk about steep country. That's like the steepest country I've ever hunted in. When we got that antelope.
Yeah.
That was steep. We were literally walking fence post to fence post and had to catch our breath.
That sounds awful.
It was steep, and that's like 15 steps going up this hill, and yeah, we were catching our breath it was awful. And I'm like, oh man, I feel bad for the guys that have to repair this fence. I mean, it's a Forest Service fence, but then I mean, Forest Service has horses to haul all their crap up there.
Yeah.
I'm up there with my own 2 little leggies.
Little chicken legs.
Walking up that hill. Man. And that was one of those days where I was in a t-shirt. And I was sweating.
Well, going up that steep, yeah, you're going to be sweating.
Well, and I want to say it was like 80 degrees that day.
That sounds awful.
I think it was in August.
Gross.
It might have been September. It was hot.
No thanks.
But no, that day, I mean, I still had my ramen noodles and my Pop-Tart and my little bag of candy and jerky. But I don't pack a whole lot when I'm out there. I mean, the more you pack, the more it weighs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I don't pack like a cup of noodle either. I pack an actual ramen packet, and then I have my little stove and my pot. It's like the size of a mug. So, I mean, that's what I pack.
I mean, I get, if it works, it works.
I mean, I'm not packing a whole damn refrigerator up the hill.
Okay, but I mean, like, now, though, I mean, you don't pack it to your spots, but let's face it, honey, you don't do near the hiking you do now.
You're right. Now I don't hike as much.
No, now you are, you've, I don't want to say converted to my hunting, but you hunt a lot more similar to us, but it's also usually because, I mean, one, our hunting rig is a minivan.
Yeah.
So there's only a few roads I can go on. 2, we have 3, soon to be 4 children that go with us when we go up there.
And I'd say that's probably the biggest reason that I don't hunt like I used to, is because we have kids.
Well, yeah, it's hard to be getting out like that. Like,
yeah, I would say that's probably the biggest reason that I'm not hiking like that. But see, when I was a kid, my dad used to go out by himself because my mom didn't hunt, and so she didn't have a problem being home with the kids.
Oh, poor you.
I mean, I still went out occasionally, but that was for like the evening hunts or whatever. But when
I was saying poor you that you had to drag your wife and kids along because my ass was like, you are not going hunting without me. I don't care.
I don't know. I'd really like to see our kids get into hunting, though.
Hey, Belle has done fantastic with tracking.
She's done pretty good with the tracking. Here's the tracks, and it's a deer track, and it's coming this way.
Yeah. She can identify what it is and what direction it's going in.
Mm-hmm.
She's only 6.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good with.
And she gets excited every time it's hunting season.
She does, and this year, I mean, because of how little the kids are and how big of a pain it is to take them out, it's definitely going to be more of duck and pheasant. And I'll take her out duck hunting this year, but it'll be an evening hunt.
Yeah.
I think what I might do is we might actually go out pheasant hunting one day, and then me and her will just hike out there and sit for ducks.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't like to walk for the pheasants, but
no.
Yeah, I think we'll go out pheasant hunting, and then I'll take her out. We'll go duck hunting. I'm not taking Pop-Tarts and ramen noodles, though. But here's the funny thing. Like, for ducks, though, I don't mind packing a bunch of stuff.
Well, you don't hike very far.
Well, I don't hike very far, and...
And you stay in one spot all day long.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know, in my experience, ducks don't respond to the noise like deer do.
No, but they respond to movement.
They do respond to movement. Little miss, I can't work out the truckle call.
Shut up.
But
okay, I can shake a bottle just fine. I just can't figure out the call. And even though I am nowhere near the muzzle, you raise your shotgun and I'm hitting the deck. I don't care the fact that I'm sitting on my butt or I'm sitting on the bucket. I'm going to lay flat out on that ground. And if I see a snake, I'm running butt naked through those reeds. Like, nope. Mm-mm.
But, I mean, I think duck hunting is a lot more Well, I should say it's a lot easier when you have kids.
Yeah,
Which I think that's why when I was younger, my dad got into duck hunting more.
probably.
But once I got old enough to hunt big game, we kind of dropped duck hunting.
Well, I mean, I can see why,
But also when we were growing up, you could hunt ducks at 10 and big game at 12.
right.
So it was only those 2 years that I hunted ducks hard. And then after that, it was more big game because the seasons overlap.
See, like, I didn't even hunt ducks. I didn't do any bird hunting as a kid. I went out and shot bunnies.
And see, I never went bunny hunting as a kid.
Oh, I love bunny hunting. I love back legs. There's great. There's some bunny stew.
Yeah, see, we didn't do that.
Ah.
But that's because my dad's like, you're just going to shoot a jackrabbit, and jackrabbits are gross.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want to shoot jackrabbit. You got to go after those cottontails, and then you have your your rope that's tied to your waist because you don't want to carry it because they have fleas leaping all over them, and so you just drag them behind you after you've killed them with your rope just behind you.
And see, I've developed plans to go hunting for rabbits, and instead of dragging them behind me because I want to save that fur, I was just going to put them in a canvas bag.
I mean, you can, or we've also used like our ice sledding sleds. We'll use that.
Yeah.
Tow that behind us.
I don't really want to tow that behind me.
I have never saved the fur off of any rabbit. I've saved a leg, like, you know,
Rabbit's foot.
Rabbit's foot. But there's so many fleas on those every time so we pretty much cut off the back legs and just throw the rest away as fast as we can. Like, yeet that away from you as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And then get that skin or get that fur off of that leg.
It's like
because we only eat the back legs of the rabbits.
It's like the fox that I got.
Yeah.
When we got that, we had fleas jumping all over us. I mean, they weren't there for long.
No.
But we had fleas all over.
It was gross, though.
But that's a damn good fox.
I mean, yeah, she is.
And I don't know, like, going to Cabela's and seeing the fox that they have down there.
It looks like a little puppy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little itty bitty fox. Man, I should have got this thing, like, full-blown mounted and taken it in Cabela's. But can we swap out your fox for this one?
No kidding. Yours would have been, like,
twice
damn near the size of our dog.
Like, their fox in there is itty bitty. And
it is tiny.
Yeah, our fox, it's a good size. So, but I mean, I've shot rabbits where we deer and elk hunt. Well, I shot a rabbit up there.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and so I pulled up the muzzleloader because there's so many people, I couldn't go anywhere.
Right.
Everywhere I tried to go, there was people.
Right.
And so I saw this rabbit out there, so I pulled up the muzzleloader and I shot, and it dipped down into a hole. And so I pulled out the .45 long Colt and dumped 5 rounds in the hole, and then reached in and grabbed the rabbit. I hit it with the muzzleloader, and I hit it 4 times with the .45 long Colt. So that's why I didn't save it.
There was nothing
cheese.
left. Yeah, you had a Swiss bunny.
But I mean, it was a jackrabbit. It wasn't worth eating anyway.
No, there's gross.
But I don't know. This summer, I wouldn't mind trying squirrel hunting.
I do squirrel.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Careful though; they're really high in cholesterol.
Thanks, Catherine.
You're welcome. I got you.
But I mean, I got that 17 HMR.
Right.
I mean, it's supposed to be a fantastic squirrel. I don't know. I've only shot 1 bird with it, and I had to pick up pieces. So I'm a little worried what it's going to do to a squirrel.
Yeah. And we can take it. We can take it rock chuck hunting. Go up over by the chapel there. There's a whole bunch of them up there.
We should go up there sometime.
Because I feel like that'd be pretty equivalent to what it would do to a squirrel.
I mean, rock chucks are significantly bigger.
I mean, yeah, or just like a little ground squirrel.
Yeah. I mean, we can go up there and see what we do. I mean, for ground squirrels, aka whistle pigs. I mean,
yeah.
I've seen what they do to whistle pigs, actually.
Oh, see, so you're fine.
No, they blow those things apart.
Okay, so you need to pick a different gun for your squirrels.
You need to pick different ammo because it's the VMAX. That's what's doing it.
Okay, well, pick a different ammo.
Yeah, I haven't ever seen. Well, out here, the only ammo you see for 17 is VMAX.
Well, I don't know then.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just blow some squirrels apart, take the tails, and use that to tie some flies.
But I want to try squirrel.
All right, we'll see what happens. We'll bring the 22s out as well. It's not like we don't have an arsenal. We can't
I mean, this is fair. I mean, what's gonna happen? The first time going pheasant hunting, where our I don't even know how we killed 2 pheasants. It didn't even break the skin.
I don't even know how that worked either, because I mean, granted, they were steel versus lead.
Yeah.
And so with that, I mean, they don't quite have the same energy, I guess. But,
Right.
I mean, I was breaking spines. I wasn't breaking skin. I wasn't hitting organs.
Yeah, no, you were just breaking bones. It was like blunt force trauma, and they were dead.
Yeah, I don't know how we were killing them that way. But then we went over to the Browning BXDs,
Yeah.
and they freaking rocked those pheasants.
Oh yeah, it was almost like you need to find like that happy middle ground between those two, because because those pheasants that we ate, how many pellets did I spit onto the plate? Because they were like, I damn near broke a tooth.
Yeah, and that was what, 6-shot, or was it 5-shot?
I don't know.
I think it was 5-shot. I think I wanted a bigger shot because the 6-shot steel wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
So I think I went to the 5-shot. So maybe we need to use the 6-shot BXDs and
Yeah.
use that versus that
See
steel.
if that's that happy medium.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the reason I was using the steel though is because I was duck hunting before. And if you're duck hunting before, you have to have all steel. You can't carry lead with you.
Right.
Right.
But I mean, in the area where we were at though, like, it's not like we couldn't have kept the lead in the car.
Well, that's what we ended up doing when we did BXDs. I put the lead in the car while we were duck hunting, and then when we'd go out pheasant hunting, we'd go back to the car. I would drop the steel off, pick up the lead, go out and hunt pheasants.
I only went once with you to duck hunt.
Oh, maybe that's what I did. I went up there by myself then or something.
I don't know. I was only with you once. It was your other girlfriend you were with.
Oh, yeah. But
Right, like I'd ever let you have another girlfriend.
right. So, like, I got time for one.
I have enough personalities. Just pick one. Let me know which one you want.
But anyway, no, I don't know. There's just a lot of factors that go into when you're hunting, though, too.
Yeah.
Too many laws.
Well, not only too many laws, but laws that are constantly changing.
That seems to be a huge problem, though.
It's like, and especially like, laws that were either there or not there as kids versus what's around now.
Yeah. Well, because growing up, there was a lot of rules, especially in archery. And those are starting to change. Like now we can use the Luminox, the illuminated nocks on your arrows.
Oh.
And now we can use expanding broadheads. But that just changed. Like a year ago. Like they just changed that. So, but the reason that they said we couldn't is because it was an unfair advantage.
Right.
It's like, you know what though? Like I'd rather have that illuminated nock so I can see where my arrow went and I can see if there was blood on it. And I'd like to have that expanding broadhead so that it's a faster kill. It's more ethical.
Right, instead of the animal suffering.
And so that's why, because there was a maximum size on broadheads.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so that's why when I
remember going shopping with you for the first time with broadheads.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these look super cool. And you were like, nope, those are illegal to hunt with.
Yeah. And now you can use those. But they still won't allow you to use a camera.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, I don't really get that one.
So,
like, what is a camera gonna do?
And I understand if it has like the screen on it, to where you can use that to your advantage, but they make tons of cameras that don't have screens, tons of them, and like especially for bows, it goes in your stabilizer.
Yeah.
Or you can mount it to the edge of your bow or whatever, or you could use like the little GoPros that don't have screens on them.
Right.
But because you can hook those up to your phone and see what you do. But I'm like, who's going to hold their phone, hold their bow, and draw at the same time? Like, that doesn't work. But it gives you an unfair advantage, so they don't let you use them. But that's only in big game hunts.
But I don't even understand how that's really like an unfair advantage.
It's not.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it's not. But you can also have the camera, just not mounted to your weapon.
Right. So it could be mounted to you, or someone else could be standing there videotaping everything.
Right. But you cannot use a trail camera to film your hunt.
Right.
What difference does that make? You know, but it only counts for big game.
Right.
Right, so I can now mount a shotgun to my shotgun. I can mount a camera to my shotgun. I can mount a shotgun to my camera and go duck hunting. But and then I grew up too thinking it was illegal to hunt with suppressors. But
yeah,
you can hunt with a suppressor in Idaho.
Huh.
You just have to have your paperwork with your suppressor.
Right.
So if you ever get stopped by fish cops and they want to check your, check everything out, you're square. But I mean, other than that, if you want to talk about unfair advantage, I mean, suppressors, they don't silence, but they do muffle the noise.
Right.
And then on top of that, it also makes it harder for the noise to travel.
Right.
And so that would be an unfair advantage more so than I think a camera.
Agreed.
But it's okay to hunt with suppressors.
Sure, yeah, why not?
Yeah. But then, your family for the longest time thought inlines were illegal.
Yeah.
But inline muzzleloaders, but
that wasn't like a rule thing through the fishing. That was just my family not wanting to,
conform.
Yeah.
Update.
Yeah.
But I don't know, when I started hunting with my inline, they all asked me if it was legal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's legal.
Well, because there are certain things about the inline that you have to meet requirements. You have to meet certain things, your primer has to be exposed and exposed to the elements, and some inlines don't have that because not every
right.
And so you have to get that the Idaho legal, and so that's where I kind of understood hey does it have this and this, because otherwise without these things it's not Idaho legal. It might still be legal in another state, but is it Idaho legal?
Well, Utah's got super lenient laws on muzzleloaders.
Oh.
Yeah, so compared to Idaho anyway, because they can do the 209 primers.
Oh.
And they don't have to be exposed to the elements.
Oh, that would be nice.
They can also use the powder pucks versus the loose powder, where we have to use the loose powder. They can use that pre-measured powder.
Okay.
Okay, and they can also use jacketed bullets, where we can't use jacketed bullets. Right. Basically, all of our laws go out the window down there.
Yeah.
And then we have to use iron sights, and they can actually use scopes.
All right.
So they're set up down there to get every bit of it out as they can. But then there's states like Montana. I had a guy talking to me about Montana just opened up a muzzleloader only season.
Oh.
And it has to be traditional muzzleloader. It has to have the ignition system not in line. It has to be offset.
Huh.
So you cannot use an inline in Montana.
Right.
So it basically has to be a traditional muzzleloader.
Right.
And so, it depends on where you are. So,
right.
Idaho is a decent middle ground.
Right.
Montana's strict AF.
I have nothing against inlines, and I'm sure it's because of the way, me being raised, but I love the, traditional aspect of the muzzleloaders. I like having to pour my powder in. I like my patch and my lead ball or melting down the lead to make more balls, because we melt down our own, and
yeah, and see, with the muzzleloader that I've been using the last couple of years,
yeah,
I couldn't use a lead ball.
No, you could use a ball. You couldn't use a patch.
Yeah, I could use just the ball with no patch.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just use a conical bullet.
Yeah.
And so that's why I started buying the conical bullets.
Right.
And they fit in there great and they shoot just fine.
Right.
But when I got the patch in there, it was just too tight.
Yeah. Your barrel was too narrow.
Yeah. Which Idaho also has a rule that your barrel diameter has to be within a certain size of what it's labeled as for the caliber. So like if you have, a 50 caliber muzzleloader, it has to be, your barrel has to be at, like 0.53 inches.
Huh.
Yeah. So like they have those specific rules. I mean, there's a lot. Like especially if you're in Idaho and you want to learn how to pick up a new type of hunting, there's a lot of reading that goes involved.
Oh, I know. I remember because I was going to go and start, like, learn how to do archery.
Yeah.
So that I could, do, like, my archery stuff. And I think I made it maybe a quarter of the way in, and I was like, what in the hell? There's so much reading material.
Yeah. But archery has... Well, that's why they offer their own archery hunter's ed.
Yeah.
It's because there's so much that goes into that.
And there's so many, like, just a different... Like, I didn't even cover all of the rules. I covered probably, like, the very tip of the damn broadhead.
Yeah.
As far as the rules that were in there. And I was like, yeah, my God. Like, I need somebody out there to do, like, just read all of that and put it on an audiobook for me. So I can listen to it and be like, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Because I'm not going to sit there and read all that. No, I'm not.
No. Well, like, when I got into archery, my dad helped me get set up. And then that was pretty much where I was like, oh, that's illegal. Oh, that's illegal. Oh, that's illegal. And I was like, is it legal to archery hunt in Idaho?
Right? But, like, and the thing that I found that was interesting, too, is, like, they have their own, like, archery hunter's ed. But they don't have, like, a muzzle. Like, you don't have to do anything special. But there's a whole new set of rules for that. And a whole new set of different things. And that's where people...
I mean, a lot of archery hunters' ed, though, is actually tracking.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, we use similar tracking with archery.
With muzzleloader.
Or with muzzleloader. Because, I mean, we have to get within a certain... I mean, yes, we still have a bullet, not a broadhead. But, our single round ball doesn't do the same damage that, like, a bullet does.
Right.
I mean, I know it is a bullet, but, like...
Like a high caliber rifle.
Yeah, like, it doesn't do that same damage. And so, you still have to track. You got to follow. You have to, like, pay attention to the animal being, where they're bedding down. Are they, did they bed down? And where are they bedded down? And, oh, crap, they moved again. Okay, the hike is on. Like, I have spent days tracking animals.
Yeah.
Like... I know how to track. I can track.
But
like,
I mean, in archery though, there's just so much that goes. But then, it's a lot like with, just general season hunting.
Right.
There's a lot of different types of weapons you can use.
Yeah.
Because you have like a recurve bow or a long bow, or a compound bow or a crossbow. Which crossbows, if you're hunting archery, you can only do that if you're handicapped.
Right.
But you can use it during general season.
Right.
Right. And I want to say you can use it for short range hunts too. But I looked into it once and I believe that's what I came up to, but the rules have all changed since then. So, because it is a short range weapon.
True.
Right. And so, I mean, there's all these different equipment and you got to learn about like broadheads and field points, and then you got to learn about expanding broadheads even though they're illegal. And then you got to learn about how...
We're illegal.
Yeah, we're illegal. Then you also got to learn about the different spines of the arrows and different draw weights and...
Right.
all of that kind of equipment. And, I mean, there's a lot that goes into archery, but there's a lot that goes into muzzleloader.
Yeah, because you got to learn about, like, the different powders, the different cleaning solutions. There's all the different lubricants. And, like, because there's also different lubricants for different things depending on what you're going after. And... there's all sorts of, like, with your ramrod, all the different things that you need for that, between what you're actually going to use to push everything down versus what you're going to be using to clean versus what you'll actually have to take out in the field. And then there's everything with your possibles bag that you have to carry with you, because if you don't have your possibles bag with you, you're screwed. Like...
Well, so, to be fair, you guys pack, like, a legitimate toolbox full of gear.
Okay, like... Yes, but that's also because, like, shit can easily go wrong with your muzzleloader.
Well, definitely.
And it is not, not like a rifle. You can't just, like, pop the bolt out and ta-da, there you go. You're able to see down the barrel. No, you gotta take apart your damn gun.
Well, you do.
Yes, okay, you do not. But
Right, because I got that quick release breech plug. I can zip that thing out and
yeah,
looking
no,
down
I gotta
no
take
time.
apart my whole entire damn gun. And so, yes, you have to carry around like your whole freaking toolkit.
Yeah, and you guys have to have like a special brass ramrod with like a special attachment in case your powder gets wet because everything's got to be exposed to the elements.
Yep,
And then our muzzleloader hunt is in November
yep,
and it's snowing like a son of a bitch. Like it's hard to keep everything dry.
yep.
And I mean it's almost like you keep your primer on to keep, or I shouldn't say primer, I should say cap. You keep your cap on to keep that hole closed so water doesn't get in there.
Yeah, to keep your nipple closed, they have covered.
And then basically when you fire, you should just have another one ready to go because
Yep.
that one's not going off.
No, that thing's not gonna come off. And you gotta just sit there and like slowly or like quickly flick it off because they're hotter than hell. Like
If they go off.
yes, once they go off, but I've been burned by them more than once.
But I mean, I've fired before and
Oh yeah, you're gonna get
you get a click and not a boom.
no, you get a little pop.
But that's why we call that one
But
area.
it's absolutely terrifying. Like it scares me more with a muzzle loader whenever I get that pop, not a boom, than when I have like a rifle. Like it terrifies, and I think that's because like
That's because it could be a hang fire.
yeah, but you know the simplest of thing, and then all of a sudden that muzzle loader is gonna go off,
Yeah.
or it's not gonna go. But I mean, you don't know it's not gonna go off,
Mhm.
and you have to take apart that entire gun the entire time, being like, at any point this could go boom.
Yeah. Well, it could be like that guy that Gage worked with. I had the hang fire.
Yeah,
Blew his hand apart,
yeah,
you know. But like that's why we call that one area the Wolf Meadow.
right,
Is because that wolf came running through.
yeah.
I pull up my muzzleloader, and it goes click. And man, I was not happy. You know,
Well, no, you're sitting there. You were within what 100 yards.
I want to say I was even close. I mean, I was
No,
probably
no,
50 to 70.
I was gonna say
yeah.
to use the muzzleloader, you gotta be closer than that. So yeah, like you're just sitting there staring at this wolf, like all this
Making
wolf
eye
has to go
contact with a wolf.
One little leap and your lunch.
I mean, like I had a pistol, but it was in my possibles bag.
right, you didn't have it on you.
Yeah.
Which, fail.
Well, I mean, didn't think I'd need it.
No, you need it.
But I mean, it would have been a different story if it was coming after me. I wouldn't have been like reaching for it slowly.
Well, no, but
Like after my muzzleloader went click, I reached in my possibles bag and I was debating whether to grab the pistol or to grab the cap, because it's a 45 long Colt with like a 2-inch barrel.
staring at a wolf, you're grabbing the pistol. Why would you even grab another cap?
Well, because I wanted to kill it.
So get the pistol.
Well, if I got the pistol, like it's gonna run.
Well, it did run, but still, like what? There's no.
Like I wanted to kill it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know.
That would have been a hunt that you'd have been like, hey honey, do you know how to get blood out of my camo pants? Can we just restitch these? These are really good clearance ones that I found.
Hey, clearance camo is the thing, all right?
I understand that, but that would have been your way of telling me that a wolf attacked you.
Well, okay. So I guess we probably ought to tell them why that story comes about. So, where we put the trail cameras with my dad, he asked for some help going up there. He didn't really need it. He was really looking for time to spend with me. And he had just bought a new side-by-side. And he got well, I shouldn't say he just bought it. He bought it a year before,
Yeah.
but he just got a new radio for it. And
Yeah.
I don't mean like, hip-hop radio. I mean, he got like a two-way radio for it, so you can actually talk to the person sitting next to you. Because if you've ever been in a side-by-side, talking to the person next to you, kind of yelling.
Yeah.
And it's not a comfortable ride. So they got this new setup where the passenger and the driver have a headset, and they can talk back and forth, and then there's a button they can push, and it goes over a two-way radio. And so I was actually riding my dad's four-wheeler, which he had just put new tires on. They were wider to get better traction. And
Yeah, that worked out well for you.
well, my dad and I guess you could call him my stepbrother. He's basically my stepbrother. They were in the side-by-side. Well, we'd gone up and checked the cameras. We were on our way back down. And I was kind of falling behind, but I was just taking my sweet time. And I wasn't hauling butt or anything. I was going like 15 miles an hour.
But the road that you're going on is it like beyond shitty ass road.
Oh yeah, it's awful. And we were just cruising along. Well, I was cruising along like 15 miles an hour, and something caught the wheel, or like the actual wheel, and caused my steering to just jerk, and I couldn't save it. And it caused the four-wheeler to just leap over itself, which then tosses me off. I slid on my head for a little while and kind of bounced around. The four-wheeler actually bounced on top of me and landed that way. And the plow for the snow plow, like where it mounts, the mounting bracket underneath had landed on my rib cage. It pushed my binoculars aside and landed on the left side of my rib cage. And so I dug myself out of there and sat there for a minute thinking, oh my God, I'm going to die. And then I get on the radio, or they asked if I was okay, and I was like, no, I just rolled. But they couldn't hear me. And so they came back over. My dad's like, you're riding in the side-by-side with me. And then my stepbrother took that four-wheeler down. And when we got back to the truck where we had cell service, I text Stormy, and I was, do you know how to get blood out of cotton?
That wasn't your first text.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Your first text was, will you look up the price for an adult helmet? And I'm sitting here like, now, and I'm not home because he is, it's a guy's trip. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, a price, like adult helmet. So I hop on Amazon and I'm like, what kind of a helmet do you want? Like, you just want like a little like dinky helmet? You want the full thing? And as I'm looking at helmets, I get another one that goes, and do you know how to get blood out of cotton? And I'm like, wait a minute. What? So then I call him because I'm like, the hell are you talking? Like, what happened? And that's when he tells me. Now, the way he tells me, though, is that he got in a little accident and that he just has a couple scrapes. Nothing really bad.
Well, I mean, that's all that you could see was a couple scrapes.
Maybe all you could see. So then he gets home, gets out of the truck, and I'm like, we're going to the hospital.
No.
Absolutely refused. He was, nope, not going. And his dad was even like, oh, he's fine. Now, the whole, like, side of his head, his neck, shoulders was raw from him sliding. His hip was raw down the side, and it's just impacted with gravel and rocks, and like his back was bleeding. I mean, it was, and I was like, what the hell? Just refused to go to the doctor. So here I go and I grab my first aid kit that we have, and he laid down, face down on the couch as I sat there and picked gravel out of his back and out of his head because he refused to go.
Yeah.
Well, then it was the next day or 2 days later.
Well, so that night is when I was trying to laugh and I couldn't laugh.
Yeah.
Because it hurt to laugh and my ribs
Well, it hurt to breathe.
Yeah. And laughing was just out of the question.
Right.
And coughing hurt like
right.
none other. And I mean, like, you guys probably hear my cough now and think this guy smokes a pack a day, and I don't. I don't smoke. I have a cold. But no, when I would cough or laugh or anything, it hurt. Or take a deep breath. I mean, it would hurt.
So I'm thinking, like, okay, you definitely broke some ribs. That was my thought.
Yeah.
So I finally convinced him, instead of going to the hospital, just go into an urgent care.
Well, before we determined this, is why we decided we were going to go, is because I'm sitting there and I was like, hey, you know when you feel like water running down your chest, like on the outside? Like you can feel water dripping down your chest. I feel that, but it's on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it feels like I have a droplet of water running down the inside of my ribs. And I'll actually have to pull up my shirt to see if there's water running down.
Yeah, and so I'm like, yeah, no, we're going. So we take him into our urgent care because that's the only place that I could get him to agree to go to. And they're like, oh, let's do some x-rays and like check on some stuff. Couldn't even do the x-rays properly because the whole x-ray was nothing but blood.
Yeah.
Because your water driplets, because you were bleeding internally because you ruptured your spleen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were like, oh, so we're thinking, oh, you have to do surgery. And he's like, nope. If you needed surgery, you would have been dead by now. You would have died within 12 hours. You would have died that night.
Yeah. The doctor was like, you would have woke up dead.
Yeah, you would have woke up dead because I would have woke you up and then killed you again and been like, you dumbass.
But, I mean, obviously I was fine. I didn't die.
Really? Laugh.
I can laugh just fine. Ha 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 ha.
No. Yeah. Give me that deep laugh. Or let me come over there and give it a little poke.
No.
Just a little poke. I won't even do a hard poke. Let me just do a little poke.
No. So, to this day, that was right before our son was born.
Yeah.
So
it was literally because you still had bandages on your back.
Yeah.
When we had Coulter.
So that's been just over a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And it still hurts when somebody pokes me in the ribs, right where I broke them. And when I
and they don't have to poke you hard. They can literally just kind of like.
I'm getting better with it. Like I can put a little pressure on there, but
our kids can't.
Well, it's because our kids like drive their elbows, like the boniest part of their body, right into it.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Especially like little Evie. Like
she's nothing but bones.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a non-bony part of her, okay?
She's super bony, but she like when she'll climb up on me and try to move around. And that's what she does. She digs her elbow right into that spot. But she's always laid on my left side.
I was say she's always been on that side though.
Like from the day she was born.
You tried to put her on your right side, and she's like, no.
No, she moves right.
She wiggles right back to the left.
Yeah, she's always been on my left side, and so like that's because when she was a baby and we'd sit in the chair, she was on my left side.
Yep.
And now it's just her spot.
She gets pissed if like Coulter or like she was like, you need to move them.
Oh, you should have seen her with Rooster.
I believe it.
So we're dog sitting a dog named Rooster, and he's 12 weeks old, and he's a cuddle bug. So I had Rooster on my left side and Coulter on my right.
Oh no!
And Evie like broke into tears.
Yeah.
Because she had nowhere to sit.
Where was she supposed to go?
Right. I'm like, your brother's a year and a half old, and he wants to cuddle, and this is a puppy that we're trying to like teach that people are okay. You're gonna be fine. Like you literally have your own chair. Go sit in that. No, she wasn't having it. But,
this is why she's so mad that she's having a little sister.
Yeah, she's not very happy about that.
No.
But she's gonna have to live with it.
Well, yeah. Sorry about your leg, kid.
Whoops.
We had to adjust. So do you.
But no. So I feel like I'm getting better. I can laugh now.
Good job.
But, yeah. Is there any other stories you wanted to share?
Not at the moment.
Not
that I can think of.
All right. I'm sure we'll have more stories. That just saves you more chances to be on here again.
Yeah, I gotta come up with better ways to make fun of you because I got some catching up to do, you jerk.
Well, this is what we do. We make fun of people. Mostly ourselves, but we make fun of people.
Really? Most of the ones that you did with my brother were making fun of me.
Well, we got something in common. You.
Assholes.
Oh, I'm sure you want to give them some funny story about me.
I'm too tired to think of one right now.
That's fair.
And your room is freezing.
This room feels amazing to me.
No, okay. I'm waiting for like the abominable snowman to come out of your closet.
He's over there in the corner.
No, I mean like legit one. Like he's just gonna come out and be like, snow cone?
You mean all my Bigfoot stickers?
The yellow ones are lemon.
All my Bigfoot stickers don't get away. It's gonna be cold in here.
It's cold as shit in here. I can't feel my toes.
It's like 55 degrees in here.
I can't feel my toes.
Oh, get them off me. That's just rude.
It's your room.
Notice I got shoes on still.
Well, I brought a blankie.
Your new blankie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got my duck blankie in the bedroom.
Every part of me except for my toes are warm.
I'm sure everyone's like, did that grown-ass man just say blankie?
I have my duck blankie.
Like the dude says leggies and blankie. I'm a dad, alright? Kids teach you how to talk.
Dad, your wife's a crazy duck lady. You're screwed.
Yeah, crazy duck lady. We got 7 ducks, 1 more on the way, and 2 geese. That's going to be interesting going out there to process those.
Those are my babies.
Not those ones, the ones they shoot.
Oh.
And they're going to come out and be like, what are they doing?
Well, don't process it in front of my babies.
That's where I process them, is outside.
Well, they'll be on the other side, so you get to process by your cooking area, and it'll be fine.
I mean, I guess I could set up a spot in the garage.
No, because then there's going to be feathers everywhere. I'm still finding feathers in my damn cupboards and in my drawers.
Yeah, when we processed pheasants for the first time, we
In the kitchen.
We neglected to think about the amount of feathers that would be airborne.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
that's the understatement of the century.
yeah, we still find them all over the place. In fact, I think I saw one drift out from under the fridge the other day, and we have since swapped fridges.
I believe it.
Like, that fridge has been out of there.
I
I don't
know.
know where that feather came from.
I don't know. I keep emptying out all of the ones from like our cutting, like where our cut boards are.
Yeah.
I've emptied that drawer out several times and wiped it out.
And the feathers just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then I've washed the cutting boards, like, and I'll still open up that drawer and there's freaking feathers in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they're coming from.
I mean, maybe they're because we have the magpies coming through the dog door.
Those are not magpie feathers though. Like,
Now, we got a dog door, and the other day I was sitting in our living room, and I heard something come through the dog door, and like I hear the claws, and I'm thinking it's our dog, but our dog was in the living room with me. So I was like, what in the hell is that? So I get up, and there's a magpie staring at me, and then it goes back out the dog door. I was like, they're getting ballsy, coming straight for the cupboard for food.
well, and I mean, in the magpie's defense, Diesel was out of dog food, so he was kind of like, "Yo, come refill this."
Yeah.
And he goes back out. Don't worry, guys, I told them.
Yeah, I told him they need to fill this back up. He'll be out here in a minute. Yeah, because we keep the dog food outside.
Yeah.
And now we got the duck food outside.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm thinking in order to reduce the amount of magpie theft, I think instead of having troughs, we need to have a gravity fed system.
I don't know though. Spot's been doing. I only saw one magpie this morning. Spot's been doing a pretty good job at keeping the magpies away.
They probably think Spot's the name of our dog. Spot is one of the ducks.
And she's Maine.
Yeah, so we've got what?
She's our guard duck.
We got Pat, Marsh, Spot, Dawn, Rapunzel, Ariel, and Elsa. Then we got Moana on the way. And what are the name of the geese?
Abigail and Amelia.
Abigail and Amelia. I'll never remember that.
You just need to watch Aristocats.
I've seen it like a million times when I
Well,
was
it
a
looks
kid.
like tomorrow while I'm at work,
We're watching Aristocats.
you need to watch Aristocats with the kids, and you'll also know that if we get a boy duck, it is Uncle Waldo.
A boy goose.
Or boy goose, sorry.
Boy goose.
A boy goose. It is Uncle Waldo.
Okay, but wasn't Uncle Waldo like an alcoholic?
Yes. What's the point? They don't make kid shows like they used to, okay?
It's just like my mom today. We were talking about school fight songs, and they don't make school fight songs like they used to.
I don't know. She said, my song had whiskey in it. The hell?
Yeah, our school fight song had something about whiskey. Mom, I don't think they allow whiskey in high schools anymore.
See, but I don't think it was actually her fight song because she's like, yeah, it was something like, you bring the whiskey, I bring the wine. And I'm like, that's a country song.
Her mascot was a condom.
That makes sense.
Like, I got room to talk. Mine's a potato.
I'm a bee.
I'm a bee. I'm a bee.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah, no, I was a potato.
Potato.
Yeah, you want to know what, though? You ask any hardcore Harley driver what a Harley sounds like. Harley driver? Harley rider. Before I get attacked in here. It's a Harley rider. I'm going to tell you a Harley sounds like potato. Potato, 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 potato. Tell me I'm wrong.
So are you trying to say you're as hard as Harley riders?
Oh, hell no. No. Like, a girl that's younger than me won Miss Idaho, and she's from my school, and she's still doing competitions. Her dress that she just used in one of those competitions was a potato sack.
I saw it.
Like, that's the most Idaho thing. But her parents own that mix.
Oh.
Yeah, so, in case you didn't notice her last name. Kind of.
I didn't, it didn't show her name. It just showed her
Oh.
spinning some batons or something.
Yeah, she spins batons. But her parents own the place with the best damn milkshakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys are ever in our Podunk neck of the woods, there's a restaurant that you kind of have to duck to get into. They make pie milkshakes.
Unless you're like short, then just walk normal.
Unless you're like the other half of my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's me, 6'1". Then there's my sister, 5'5". But I married a tall girl. She married a short man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, they fit in there just fine. But, no.
We gotta duck a little bit going through the door.
A little bit we gotta duck. Yeah.
I'm not that tall.
You're 5'9".
I am 5'10".
5'10".
Take away an inch.
Okay. 5'10".
Rude.
I don't know, I'm a guy. I really shouldn't be taking off inches.
You really shouldn't.
Thanks, hon. Well, that really narrows it down. I'm white. You know somebody's going to be listening to this and be like, I'm offended. To be honest, I don't care. You can be offended. Like, if you're offended, you can just walk away right now.
We are not the kind of people for someone to be like, you offend me.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Like, I know that I try to keep these things clean. Like, obviously, this one wasn't my cleanest. It definitely wasn't my dirtiest.
I'm sure it wasn't. It was me on here.
But I'm not in it to offend anyone, but I'm not in it to, like, cater to anyone's feelings.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm not in it for you. So, if you really want to hear some cuss words, though, listen to that Tops Knives podcast.
It's explicit.
But, you know, we were listening to it before we came down.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's funny.
It is funny.
It was
funny.
funny.
The language doesn't bother us.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But when I went over there, like, I'm seeing all these guys, they all got tattoos, they're swearing. And
then there's your cute little self.
Yeah. Then there's me in there, like, hi. Like, I look like a little preacher boy in there. And, I don't know, it was just kind of funny, because I looked like I didn't fit in. Like,
that is weird seeing you in, like, that kind of setting and you not looking like you fit in.
Right? Like, the people that I would normally fit in with,
yeah,
I'm not fitting in with.
Yeah.
Right.
This is why, like, for the next one, I need to come. Then they'd be like, oh, he fits in.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, hello.
Yeah. Well, especially, like, when I met the owner. Like, I shook his hand, and I was just like, hey, I feel so out of place. I shouldn't, but I do. But I didn't want to make, like, an ass of myself while I was over there.
Fair.
Yeah, and I'm sure they didn't want to do the same, but they were all super nice. But, like, their facility is awesome.
I'm sure it is. It sounds awesome.
So they have, like, a little basketball hoop in there, because the owner's son comes in every now and then. So he'll play a little bit of basketball in there. And then, like, when I walked in, they had, like, everyone was working, right? But there was definitely places there to have fun. I was like, oh, at least they have, like, a nice work-fun balance. And they all work well with each other. So.
And I was just stuck.
Watching the kids. Yeah. I'm going to have to do a podcast about, like, how they actually build the knives. Because, I mean, I was there for an hour.
I know.
And I learned a lot.
I just went shopping and spent some of your money.
That's fine. Podcast doesn't make any money.
No. Okay, so I went shopping and spent my money, but...
But, I mean, I don't know, I guess I could give a quick little rundown right here. I can let you go, if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to go bed.
Alright. So.
Thanks for having me, dear.
Thanks for coming to the room next to ours.
Yes. Good night, y'all. Or good morning, whenever you are listening to this.
Anyway, so to give you guys a quick little rundown about what I saw over at the Tops Knives facility that I was at. So they have one facility that cuts all the blanks out And so they have basically an empty canvas, I guess you could say, to kind of work with. And I got to see how they were going from the blank to a finished product, and I got to see them sharpening the knives. I got to see them putting the sharpening on the saw edges or the saw teeth, and I got to see like what kind of quality control they were doing to those. And I mean, if you go to a store and you buy, just like a normal knife, just some of these knives you're going to find just kind of hanging on the wall, there's like no quality control. They're stamped out, sharpened real quick, and thrown in a box, and there you go. Tops knives definitely did not do that. They were sharpened by hand. By one guy. He's sitting there sharpening the knife, and they're tested. They actually test to see how sharp they are before they ever send them out. And then there's one guy, like literally one guy, that puts on all of the handles, and he's very good at what he does. He makes sure that they're all fit really well. They all work without any sort of edges to catch on. They're all ergonomic and comfortable. And then I also got to see how they Cerakote some of them, how they etch them. I even saw them looking at some knives that they had just put a new camo pattern on. After they put the camo pattern on, they looked through and they saw some, I want to say it was like tooling marks or something. I didn't really catch what they were looking at, but because it was noticed, they were immediately looked into and they were working on fixing the problem. So, I mean, that right there is amazing to me, to see that they will actually inspect every knife and, go on from there. It's not a quick box, like get it out of here as soon as we can. They actually want to make sure that there's decent quality, and I mean, it's beyond decent. It's phenomenal quality that you just don't see, especially in these the industry where, I mean, you're pumping out thousands or tens of thousands of product of these knives. You don't see that kind of quality coming out in most places, but in Tops, they do phenomenal work. And like I said, that will be where I go from now on for my cutlery needs. I did pick up a catalog while I was there, and I've been kind of perusing through it, and they have got a knife for every occasion. If you're listening to this podcast, odds are you're a hunter, and or you're into the outdoors, and so they have a lot of these knives that are catered towards you, to give you kind of an idea of some of the knives that I'm seeing there. My wife really likes this one. Let's see, I gotta find it in the catalog so I don't mess up the name. I believe it was called the Idaho Hunter, but let me find it before I don't mess that up. I'm sorry, guys. But they do these phenomenal knives. They have something for everyone. If you're looking for self-defense, or if you're looking for something to carry in your pack, or whatever you want, they have something for you. But yeah, so my wife's is called the Idaho Hunter, the Snake River edition. That's the knife that when she saw the catalog, she fell in love with. But that's the kind of blade that she prefers to have with her. The knife that I saw just today, and I was like, ooh, yeah, that right there is perfect, was called the Backwoods Skinner. And it even has a little gut hook that fits in the handle, it looks like. And I mean, it's a perfect little skinning knife. It would work out very great. It would work out great for what I would use it for. But besides the quality of the knives, they also have great quality after the fact. So they have a lifetime warranty on them. But they also do, they come with a sheath. And if you're buying a knife just over the counter kind of a thing. The sheaths are all generally just, if they're, a fabric sheath, it's just going to be a one size fits all kind of a deal. If they're a Kydex sheath, most of the time they're going to be fitted over, just kind of a template and then shipped out. Tops doesn't do that. They actually, they start off with like a generic sheath for that particular knife, but then each knife is married to the sheath. They hand fit them to make sure that sheath is going to work. And I actually have something for you guys to listen to. So if you guys, sorry about that, but if you guys listen to this, those clicking noises are the retention on that sheath. So that was me pulling it out and putting it back in. So there is a positive click, so you know that sheath is sturdy on there. I can grab it just by the sheath and shake it, and I got nothing. It's not moving at all. It has phenomenal retention in there. The knife I'm currently looking at is called the Quick Skin. I chose this knife because I do it. When I'm bird hunting, I'll skin the birds out, and I thought that this knife would just be perfect. It is a little bit shorter of a handle, so I don't have this huge handle in the way, but it has a decent sized blade on there, and so there's that click again. That knife right there is perfect for what I want to use it for. But I'd recommend you guys go on their website and check them out. Topsknives.com. And then they have some, like, besides their Kydex holsters, because not all of them come with Kydex. Some of them do come with like the nylon holster, but the nylon holster actually has an insert in there that's married to the knife. And then they have leather holsters those are also married to the knife. So like if you ever need a new holster, you can't just call them up or go online and say, hey, I need a new holster for this knife, and they'll send you one. They actually want you to send the knife in, so this way that you get that same fit. And that's something that, if you're looking for quality and you're looking for handmade, that's one of the things that's a huge tip off. Is if they're asking you for, like if something breaks and they want to bring it back so they can actually make sure it's right. That says that they are married, or they're, actually quality. If you were to order something, like let's say you go on there and you order one of their camo knives, because they have some knives that have a camo pattern on them. That camo pattern is not just like a stencil. They're all done individually, and so they all have a slightly different pattern to them. If you were to look at two of them, 5 feet apart, they're going to look the same. But you put them up close to each other, they are a little bit different. But that's because they're done individually. Don't get me wrong, they are trying to get these things out as quick as they can, but they're trying to keep that same quality with them. And they are, top quality knives. They do great. And where I've been using a lot of these cheaper knives, or I've been using some of the knives that you have the replaceable blades, that's a lot of waste or a lot of wasted time. If you're using a cheaper knife where you have to sharpen it constantly, that's a lot of wasted time. If you have one of the knives with the replaceable edge, that's a lot of waste. And if you're out hunting, you have to pack 10 blades with you, and when you're done you have to hike out 10 dull blades. And so how about instead of doing that, you just have one knife that's amazing quality, and you don't have to sharpen it near as often. As a matter of fact, occasionally you may have to just kind of touch it up, but you don't have to put it on the sharpening stone halfway through skinning a deer. You can just keep it rolling and keep going. That comes down to efficiency, really. And I know that the name of the podcast is Clearance Camo, and excuse me. Sorry about that. But I know the name of the podcast is Clarence Camo. And they call me Clarence Camo because I don't buy, the top notch of everything. I'll get by with what I've got. That applies in some scenarios, but it doesn't apply for everything. It's not going to apply for things like knives, where you can buy, your $20 set of processing knives and expect that to get you through, because it's not going to. If you want something that's going to work, you do have to spend the money on something like that. And that's where a lot of people get a little bit of confusion with that Clarence Camo name and kind of what I stand for. And then they'll look at something like Tops Knives and like, well, why are you advocating Tops? That's because not everything works out like camouflage does, Camouflage, it breaks up the pattern. That's not going to change, I'm not going to wear it one day out hunting, and the next day it's going to be bright orange, But if I have a cheap knife that I've taken out and I opened up, like let's say I used it to open a package, those cheap knives dull after that one package. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I carry a cheap knife with me, but literally for that scenario. I use it to open my packages. I use it to clean out underneath my fingernails, pick out slivers, but I don't use it for the intense usage that I would use something like a Tops knife for. And where I was talking earlier with my sponsors, where I have Amentu, and then I have, you guys can also look into the XMod systems. If you kind of want to get on that train of being all kitted up and, like a combat situation, you want to have all of your gear on there. Tops even has some knives that are going to work for that too. They have, it's not just hunting knives. They also have some defense knives that you can look into. So check those guys out at topsknives.com. Another thing too is, if you really want to show your skills, they have a slingshot. So I really want to see some of these guys out there with the slingshot, picking off some like pine hens or something. I just think that'd be the coolest thing, to see someone out there with that. And I've seen some guys that are great with the slingshot. I really want to see someone do it with this one. So if you guys have that Tops sling, send me a link to a video of you using it. I really want to see that. You can email me at clarencecamo@gmail.com. Or if you guys have it on Instagram, you guys can tag me in a video, ClarenceCamo_DOT_COM. Shoot me a link to that video or show me that. I really want to see someone using that slingshot. So, anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I have brought up that we're going to be doing a giveaway. We're debating on how many followers we need for that. Looks like we're going to be around either 50 or 100, and we're going to start having a giveaway. Don't know what that giveaway is going to be yet, but you can bet there's going to be a sticker involved. Because if you're anything like me, stickers are like gold, man. I'll do a lot of stuff for a sticker. I'm not going to lie. I've actually contacted companies for my job in retail. Companies that have like nothing to do, we sell their product, but they don't ever talk to us. I contacted them for some stickers, and I got them. But there was one company that I asked them for stickers, and instead of stickers, they went store to store. They went to 30 stores and gave us training on their product. And I still didn't get stickers. Instead, I got that stupid window Klingon thing. But I'll go through a lot of effort for a sticker if it's a company that I care about. So stickers will probably be in the giveaway. Probably going to be a Clarence Camo sticker. We'll see if we can't get a sticker from some of our sponsors in there. But if you guys have any sort of ideas for a sticker that are feasible, because obviously I'm not going to be giving away a rifle or anything like that. But if you guys have any sort of ideas, go ahead and let me know. There might even be a hat. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If we're going to do a hat, I got to make a clearance camo hat. So you might have the first and only clearance camo hat. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, let me know what you guys want to see in that giveaway. It'll either be at 50 or 100 followers. So we're getting there. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know this one's kind of a long one. They always are when I have a guest. But thank you guys very much. If you guys have any stories you want to share, go ahead and shoot me an email. Again, that's clearancecamo@gmail.com. You guys are also welcome to tag me or to show me any sort of videos or anything like that on Instagram. I do enjoy watching those videos. So, yeah, go ahead and show those to me. I enjoy that. Thanks again, everyone. And as always, I want you to remember to aim slow and shoot fast.